Hello everybody. Today we're gonna play Corpse Party. I know very little about this game. I want to make the obvious party about corpses joke, but I'm sure we'll make that 100 times before this is over. One thing to note, when you open up the game for the first time, you hit start, you can just select from any chapter you want. You don't actually go in from the beginning. It's kind of weird. I haven't looked at the victims either, because I'm not sure if that's something that starts empty and updates as we play, or what. But I do know that all these stars indicate different endings we can get. And there are actually different endings per chapter, to my knowledge. And there's a lot. They do go through, so get the best chapter in 1 to be able to get the best ending in chapter 1 to be able to get the best ending in chapter 2, so on and so forth. You have to take the right route through the game. But, oh, that's odd. I feel like it would... This menu system is just a little weird, that's all. But let's just dig right in. For the chapter 1 opening, yes. This is also a kind of an oddly old game. It's in a 4x3 layout. And according to the beginning... Oh! I see pride, joy, oh, I couldn't quite read the whole thing. She'd do anything for me. Okay, I'm getting the hang of reading this. I don't think she ever recognizes anymore. But I still love her with all my heart. So this is a spooky game. Corpse Party is a pretty light title, but the game, there's a lot of death in this game. Was there any even... Oh, that went on without... Running down the stairs, the kindly teacher lost her footing. She tumbled, and she fell. Is it gonna keep doing it without my input? No? I don't know why that first one went so quick. Hey, Abyssal. How you doing? Okay, now I apparently have control. And she died. This took place in a school called Heavenly Host Elementary. And it wasn't long after that the whole place got shut down. Well, that's kind of unrelated, but it was then bulldozed to the ground and forgotten. But that elementary school once stood right here, on the site of our own Kisaragi Academy. Some say that the teacher still had no idea she's dead. Has no idea she's dead, even to this very day. And on rainy evenings like this, after classes have come to an end, some claim she roams these darkened hallways, still believing them to be her own. She wasn't the principal, but she was very possessive. In fact, it's almost time for her to make her rounds. Just after 7 o'clock. That's when she appears, always accompanied by a sudden blackout that leaves the entire building dark as night. You've killed enough Elder Dragons for today. Yeah. Knock, knock, you'll hear from the blackness. Followed by the sound of the classroom door slowly sliding open. As her pale white face cuts through the stillness, her soft voice always echoes the same question. Is anyone still here? And then... Satoshi says Yarg. Because that's the normal thing that people say. Even when scared. Look at all these folks. Satoshi. Ayumi says, it's just thunder. Mokita. Didn't know how to pronounce that name. Naomi says, I gotta say, that was a pretty impressive reaction. These drawings are a little strange. Satoshi says, come on, stop laughing. Mayu and Morishige? We're just gonna call him Mori. Mayu laughs and Mori says, most amusing, because he's the... Looks like the smart, straight-laced guy. Satoshi says, it was just bad timing, that's all. Ayumi says, you always have the best reactions. I just love telling stories to you, Mokita. It's so rewarding. No problem, Bissell. Satoshi says, whoever heard of a class representative with such a sadistic streak? So... That's interesting how they have the little icons with the face, like the little profile pics, and then they have the full people as well. So... She is the class rep, apparently. Seiko. Oh god, she looks a lot like the other one. Whoever heard of a boy who can hit a note like that when he screams? Oh, look at this guy. Yoshiki. Eek, save me. Satoshi, don't be an ass, Yoshiki. Oh, the language. Naomi says, okay, let's not have any let's not have any fighting. So, I'm going to try my best, but sometimes the dialogue down there skips without me putting anything in, like without any input from me. Also, I really like the cool little things going on in that text box down there. Now it says if we don't hurry and get back to cleaning this place up, it'll be 7 o'clock till we do. If we don't hurry and get back to cleaning this place up, it'll be 7 o'clock till we do. Alright, that's what that said. Naomi says, so you wouldn't, and you wouldn't want to be stuck here during the appointed time, now would you? Oh no. Too late, says Mayu. Mori says, it really is 7 already, and the rain doesn't show any signs of stopping. Mayu says, didn't you bring an umbrella, Shig? Oh, his nickname is Shig. Morish, whatever, is... Alright. If not, you're welcome to use mine. She looks like a monster. Look how fucking big her eyes are. Shig says, really, thank you. That would be lovely. Her eyes are fine. Naomi says, what? Yoshiki says, a blackout, huh? Ayumi says, no, it can't be. Oh, knocking. Satoshi says, isn't it a little late for anyone else to be here? Ayumi says nothing. Naomi, are they gone? Yoshiki says, hey, Satoshi, aren't you gonna go see? Satoshi says, what? Me? Why? Yoshiki says, well, I can't do it. I'm paralyzed here. Can't move my legs 1 inch. I'm scared too, you know, says Satoshi. Oh, this is gonna be rough if I can't talk. Oh, I can move. What's everybody got to say? Yoshiki says, I think I'm more scared than you, so I leave this duty in your capable hands. Man, you really are an ass sometimes. You know that? Said Satoshi. Mayu. You don't think Ayumi's story might be true, do you? Shige says nothing. Ayumi says, Mokita, I don't think you should go. What's over here? The shelves are filled to overflowing with teaching implements. Up top the highest pile, like a keystone, sits the remote control for the overhead projector. Alright. I guess I can't take it or anything. Seiko shivers. Naomi says, Satoshi, you want me to come with you? He says, no, I'll be okay. I'm not sure if we're always going to be Satoshi or not. Abyssal says that girl's... Oh! I guess I walked too far. But Abyssal says that girl's eyes made me think of Kefla somewhat. I'm not sure who Kefla is. But Satoshi's scared. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Is anyone still there? Time to go home, children. It's Miss Shishido. Gotcha! I just wanted to join in all the fun you guys seem to be having. How's the cleanup coming along? Satoshi says, Miss Yui. All present sigh. Not anyone else, just everyone in the room. Miss Yui, as she goes by. Did I scare you? You were telling that old ghost story, right? Yoshiki says, your timing was way too good, Miss Yui. Ayumi says, Miss Shishido, why are they changing? You've heard the story too. Miss Shishido says, if it's that old tale about Heavenly Host Elementary School, then of course I have. After all, it wasn't too long ago that I was a student here myself. Ayumi says, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Miss Shishido says, when it comes to the 7 wonders of Kisaragi High, I'm pretty well versed. They've been around for a long time now. Though I can't take credit for the blackout. That was just good fortune. Anyway, Mokita. Satoshi says yes. I ran into a rather adorable individual in the hall who's come to see you. Come on in. Is that his sister? Yuka says hello, everybody. Satoshi says, Yuka, what are you doing here? She says, Big Bro... I called it. So... I'm trying to get a read on eye size. It seems like the women have much bigger eyes, but Satoshi also has pretty big eyes. Mr. Shido says, seems Mokita forgot his umbrella this morning, so little Yuka here has come all this way to deliver it. Satoshi says, oh yeah, I guess I did. Sorry about that, Yuka. Thanks. Yuka laughs in a weird way. Naomi, is she from the junior high? Yuka says, nice to meet you. My brother's always like this. Always a fuck up. Always really kind, I mean. Naomi says, aw. I had no idea you had such a cute little sister, Satoshi. Satoshi laughs. Sorry, Yuka. It seems like we're still going to be a little while yet. Yuka says, really? Well, that's okay. I'll help too. Satoshi says, you will? Okay, thanks. Guess he has a good sister. Naomi says, alright, looks like we've got 2 extra pairs of hands now. So let's get this... Let's show who let's show this mess who's boss. What mess are they referring to? Like, just moving desks? Everyone's happy about this. Miss Yui says, guess you're roping me into this too, huh? Oh, yeah, I guess they had to move all the desks all over. Way, way far away from the front. Can't be reading that board too easily. Okay, everyone, says Miss Yui. I hope you all enjoy your vacation, but try to actually do something with it, okay? Don't just sleep in. Today's Red Bean Cafe was the talk of the Culture Festival, so do give yourselves a hand. You guys worked hard and it really paid off. And you even resisted the urge to bail on cleaning. This old TA couldn't be more proud of you all. So, have some coffee milk. Oh, okay, I brought enough for everybody. And yeah, but so these floors aren't great. This is not an abandoned school. This is, according to the legend, a school built over another school. That was bulldozed to the ground, so really the old school doesn't even matter at this point. Naomi says, you got these from the lunchroom, didn't you? Yoshiki says, they're kinda lukewarm. Naomi says, my stomach's so gruely, I don't think milk would sit well with me right now. She'll vomit everywhere. Satoshi says, these are from your fight with that vending machine, I'll bet. You must have pulled that change lever a good 10 times before you finally gave up. Miss Yui says, you crap, you saw that, huh? Seiko says, Miss Yui, thank you. Shige and Yuka, thank you, thanks. She says, you're very welcome. Mayu says, thanks, Teach. Miss Yui says, Suzumoto, I really liked your speech. Best of luck to you at your new school. I know you'll do just fine. Mayu sniffs and says thanks. Seiko says, won't be the same around here without you, Suzume. I guess she's graduating. Or leaving. Anyway, says, I know you, Suzumoto. You'll make new friends in no time flat, I'm sure of it. She's probably moving away. Naomi says, it's not like you're moving that far away. Come winter break, we'll all make sure to come visit. Naomi says, absolutely. Yoshiki says, wait, you mean I can go too? Shig looks... Is he staring up or down? I can't even tell. Mayu says, Thank you. Thank all of you. Yuka says, hey brother, is that girl transferring to a new school or something? Satoshi says, yeah, today's culture festival was her last day. Yuka says, ah, that's so sad. Satoshi says, yeah, it is. Nothing we can do about it, though, unfortunately. Ayumi says, hey, Mr. Shido, before we go. Since we're losing one of our own, do you mind if we try something? It's called Sachiko Ever After. Ayumi says, who's Sachiko? And what's with the paper doll? Is this another one of your occult things? Ayumi says, heh, kind of. This is, well, it's a charm that I found on the internet. Oh, the internet. If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever. We'll always be friends, anyway. That's the gist of it. Mayu says, ooh, it's a charm. Misuya says, yep, that's all Shinozaki had to say. Suzumoto is totally bonkers for that kind of stuff. Guess it can't hurt. Misuya says, is everybody okay with this? Everyone's like, yeah, why not? Yoshiki says, whatever. Misuya says, Morishige, you too. He says, ah, yes. Looks like the eyes have it. The floor is yours, Shinozaki. I understand that they have a first and last name, but man, I wish they'd stick with one or the other. Hey, Zaza. I can't read that. I don't know what you said. That's just the way that's gonna be, unfortunately. Anyone says, okay, everybody, gather in a circle around this paper Sachiko doll. And in your head, repeat the words, Sachiko, we beg of you. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 times. Don't worry if you flub it a little. Just make sure you don't stop partway through. You have to say it one more time. One time for every person present. No more, no less, or the charm will fail. Alright, let's get started. Everybody remember the charm? Ayumi says, Sachiko, we beg of you. 9 times. Ready? Begin! Doesn't that count as one of the times? Because she just said it? Or maybe it's because she didn't say it repeatedly. Exhale. Everybody said it 9 times? Asks Ayumi. Everyone says, yeah, let's get on with it. If we don't, I'm afraid I'll wind up saying it again. Ayumi says, okay, now, everybody, reach toward the paper doll and grab hold of it anywhere you can. Oh, the teacher's too far back. Like this, asks Miss Yui. Ayumi says, exactly. Now hold on really tightly. Dig your nails into it if you have to. Just don't let go. We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3, 1, 2, pull. Ayumi says, nicely done, everyone. Now, just make sure you keep that scrap of paper safe. Slide it into your student ID holder or your wallet. Basically, anywhere it won't get lost. Yoshiki says, Ayumi says, as long as we all have a little piece of Sachiko with us, we'll always be connected with one another as friends. That's the purpose of this charm. Ayumi says, wow, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty stupid. Seiko says, pretty cool, try super cool. I'll have to be extra careful not to lose my piece. Mayu says, thank you, Shinozaki. She continues, I'll treasure this. Hey, Shrike. This is Corpse Party. And I'm just going to point this out now, since there's this kind of a break. I don't think most of the game has this many characters in the same scene at the same time. I'm pretty sure, like, it really loosens up, or lightens up, pretty quickly. There's still a lot of characters in this game, but just not everyone in the same room talking, which can be a little confusing. Ayumi says, no problem. Consider it our promise that we'll all definitely hang out together again. Mayu says, definitely. Misui says, well, I hate to say it, but I think it's about time we all get packed up and start heading home. Yes, ma'am, says everyone. Until the building shakes. Misui says, an earthquake? Mayu screams. Yoshika says, what the hell? This is like holy crap big. Yep. Well. Abyssal, if you thought this place was shitty a minute ago. Yuka says, big brother, I'm scared. Satoshi says, Yuka, take my hand. Misui says, everyone stay calm. Get under the desks until it passes. Which is good advice. Hurry! Oh. Yoshiki says, oh god, the floor. Misui says, everybody hang on to something if you can. Ayumi screaming. Seiko says, what the hell is happening? Naomi says, can't. Satoshi says, damn it, I can't see a thing. Naomi, where are you? Naomi says, Satoshi. From somewhere. Yep, game over. I fucked up by not doing something faster. You know, with the 0 options I was given. Naomi says, ouch. Ooh, ow, my leg. Naomi says, I can move it, so I guess it's just a sprain. Huh? Where? I'm not at home, am I? It can't be. It's so dark, I can barely see a thing. Is this the school? Alert. What's going on? What the hell is this place? Oh, right. We're actually playing the video game now. Ayumi gasps. Is that Seiko? Seiko. This isn't good. No, she's having a rough time over there. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Every time I walk up here, she says something. She says, Seiko, can she not hear me? Nope, guess she can't. Hey, Shrike, whatever you're into. Whatever you're into. So let's see, this plank over here looks suspicious. There's a loose board lying on the ground. Though scratched and banged up, it still seems to be fully intact and not much worse for the wear. Oh, look at I have HP. Oh, no victims set them up. Oh. The fuck is all this? Wow, that's a lot of potential victims. Suspend? No. Close, I assume, is close this menu. Quit is obviously quit. Alright. So it's a little... Why do I have HP? I didn't think there was any fighting in this. Is this an RPG Maker game? Is that why that's there? But this was made like in 2011. What? Whoa. Ow, Naomi says. That really hurt. My ankle's in pretty bad shape. What's this? Heavenly Post. 3rd student reported missing. One by one, the young students of Heavenly Host blank school seem to be disappearing, as now a 3rd student has joined the ranks of the missing. Classmates testified that the 5th grader blank was on her way home from school, but got separated from her friends in the hall and hasn't been seen since. Police are investigating the possibility of a serial kidnapping and have assigned countless investigators to the case in hopes of a speedy resolution. Countless investigators. There's so many you can't even count them. Don't even know. Payroll is super confused. However, 10 days have already passed since the first disappearance, giving parents and classmates ample cause for concern. Well, I think we know where we are then. There's some sort of official-looking printout pinned to the wall. Naomi says, no time for that now. I've got to check on Seiko. Do I, though? I'd rather look at the piece of paper on the wall. 1970 something. 9-8. The chalk's been worn away in a few spots, leaving the date on the board somewhat vague. Seiko, Seiko, says Naomi. Thank goodness she's still breathing. Seiko, come on, Seiko, wake up. Come on, girl. Seiko, huh, Naomi, what's up? Naomi says, don't you what's up me, I thought you were dead. Seiko says, where are we? What's going on? Naomi says, that's what I'd like to know. Oh good. Did a quick... Oh, no. Seiko appears to be in pain. Whew, it ain't budging. These windows are sealed up tight, says Seiko. And it's pitch black out there. I can't make heads or tails of what I'm seeing. What the hell is going on? Asks Naomi. Seiko, well, this is clearly a school building. Naomi says, don't the desks seem unusually small to you, though? Like an elementary school. Seiko says, an elementary school? It can't be, can it? Seiko's alerted. That's right, Shrike. We've already found a corpse, let's throw a party. Naomi asks, what is it? Seiko says the printout on the wall. It says Heavenly Host Elementary. Notice to all faculty and students. Naomi says Heavenly Host? Isn't that the elementary school that preceded Kisaragi Academy? Naomi says the one that was shut down and demolished. Seiko says, oh god, what's happening? Where the hell are we? Where are our friends and Miss Yui? Seiko said, Seiko is deeply breathing. Naomi says, calm down, Seiko. Don't get so worked up. We're just trapped in a evil school. It's fine. Naomi says, Seiko and I just stood there in silence, hand in hand. Who was she saying that to? It was the first time in my life that I'd been shaking so hard I could hear my teeth chatter. I'd become completely lightheaded and couldn't even think straight, much less wrap my brain around what was happening to us. I kept telling myself, it's all a dream, some horrible nightmare, but no matter how hard I wished for it, I just couldn't wake up. And the silence was the worst part of all. Naomi said, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something, anything. Hey, I don't have the slightest idea what's going on. But how about we try finding a way out of here? Seiko asks, a way out? Naomi continues, we can't just stand here quaking in terror. We need to do something, you know? Besides, I don't want to be in this creepy place any longer than I have to. Seiko says, but the windows are all sealed shut. And I don't just mean they're stuck or locked. It's like they're decorations on the wall. I don't think they can open. Is it even possible to leave the building? Naomi says, I'm not sure, but there might be an entranceway, or an emergency exit, or something. Some means of getting outside. Seiko says, you're right, and it's a lot better than just standing around. I feel like I'm going to go all loony in here if we keep this up. Naomi says, okay then, first step is to leave this room. It's a good first step. We've got to keep our spirits up after all. It's probably not just the two of us in here. Put a desk through the window. You know what? I mean, they are young girls. Whoa, that's suddenly loud. They might not have the physical strength to do that. Naomi says, the others have to be around here somewhere, right? Yeah, and if we can reunite with them, we'll find a way out of here together. Naomi says, that's the spirit. Naomi says, I had no reason to believe that any of what I just said. I was probably delirious, to be honest. But I knew that if I didn't act, I'd start to go mad. I'd start to scream, I'd be inconsolable. So in desperation, I put on the strongest front I could manage. What? Character introductions. Direct the eye toward any character and press the action key to learn more about him or her. When you're done, exit through the door on the southeast side of the room to resume play. This is weird. Oh, I wanted to turn the music down, but now I cannot. Satoshi Mokita, age 17. Oh, so these are teenagers. Like, oh, they're all high school students. Okay. Student, fairly average and popular, known for being both kind and cowardly in equal measure. Despite his timidness, he's very personable and open, which complements his general sensitivity towards others and makes him a natural leader. The one person to ever challenge that leadership is Naomi, who is consequently the only person to whom Satoshi regularly defers judgment. I guess this is the main cast. Do you hope I'm ready for a personality quiz? Oh boy. Naomi Nakashima. Shima. I think I said that right the first time. Yep. Frequently greets Satoshi with, "Oh, not you again," because she's a bitch. Having lost her father a few years back, Naomi and her mother now depend on one another for moral support. Still, she remains optimistic and cheerful. Her home life has given her an interest in nursing, which she's intent on pursuing. She spends her time studying, aiming for acceptance to a medical school. Alright. Seiko Shinohara. A free spirit, she often says or does things that take others by surprise, though she's also easily forgiven due to her genuinely good nature. Her mother disappeared 3 years ago. That's the second person without a parental figure, leaving her with 3 younger siblings and a working father. As such, she basically serves as head of the household. Seiko seems to regard Naomi as a kindred spirit, and the two of them frequently have long conversations about their many dreams for the future. Well, if they both lost somebody like that, I can understand. Tsuka Mokita, 14. Her picture makes her look like she's a fucking toddler. Satoshi's little sister. Though she's an 8th grader at Kisaragi Academy, junior high school, she looks and acts much younger. Yeah, okay, you know what? As long as they point that out. In the Mokita household, Yuka's always been the princess, generally getting her way and thus never really shedding her childlike behavior. Despite this, she yearns to grow up, often attempting to act older or braver than she is. And this often gets her into trouble. I mean, if you act brave, I mean, that might mean you actually are brave. Adults are never around in the anime. Oh, in anime in general. Especially not in Doki Doki. Miss Yui. Shishido. 20. Oh wow, she's only 23? Damn. An 11th grade English teacher at Kisaragi. Just started this semester after passing her teaching exam and is eager to make an impression. Though not a perfect instructor by any means, her unjaded zeal and enthusiasm are infectious. And her students seem generally responsive to her methods. Also serves as a teacher's assistant during homeroom for class 2-9, and really seems to have connected with the students there. When she's in charge, all eyes are on her, always. Oh, seems like a good teacher. Yoshiki Kishinuma. A student often regarded as sarcastic and cynical, but as far as he's concerned, he's just being honest. Wow. I'm just being honest, but you're a dick. Although generally not one to participate in events, his fondness for Satoshi and Ayumi means he'll make an exception now and again if either is involved. With intense drama at home, Yoshiki currently works part-time after school to afford rent on a small apartment where he lives alone. Wow, he's actually working while in high school enough to have his own apartment. Ayumi Shinozaki, the appointed representative of Kisaragi, Class 2-9, often subjects her classmates to ghost stories and revels in hearing them scream. It is generally believed that she carries candles and other horror goods with her at all times, just in case an opportunity presents itself to use them. In truth, however, Ayumi wears his reputation as a mask to hide her own fear of the unknown, which rivals even Satoshi's in its intensity. When faced with a truly scary situation, her knees give out and panic sets in. Only her personal pride can break her out of this fear-induced state. They say, like, oh, her bravery gets her in trouble, and she's like, oh, when real hard times happen, she freaks out. We haven't seen what situation would they have actually been in for us to know that information. A lone frog soaking in formalin sits upon the top shelf, eagerly awaiting dissection. That's weird. Also, we are a floating eye, which is also kind of weird. Yeah, let's get back to the game, I guess.